Downtown Waterfront District is actually a result of COVID, if you can believe that. There was a couple years ago when COVID came out and they let all the businesses have outdoor dining. But then once that was established, we were trying to think like, okay, what else can we do? We all got together and we made this great thing happen. What else can we do? So we kind of just went from there and created a 501c3, and now we're a nonprofit organization.
So the Downtown Waterfront District works with the town to improve either employee and town resident experiences, customers shopping around town. We try to make sure that we are the voice that kind of advocates and says what customers are saying to us, whether it's parking issues, whether it's lighting issues. If somebody doesn't feel comfortable walking to their car at night because it's dark, well, then we can tell the town what we're hearing from residents. I think that we are a conduit in a way. We are helping to advocate and explain what challenges the town might be facing and what we see day to day inside our own businesses.
You know, since we opened the business, we've been approached a few times by different groups and associations that have really tried to get things formed and up and running, and it's never really taken off. And I think we finally found the right group of people that's gonna, be motivated to try and take it and keep it going.
Well, we have a lot of goals as the Downtown Waterfront District. Primarily, we want to help businesses thrive within this district. So it's all Water Street, the side streets, Main Street, Court Street, that sort of thing. We're trying to create events that'll get people down here, beautify the town so that it looks better. We have a much better presentation for tourists who come for the day or weekend.
We have 3 major goals that we've set for ourselves in 2023, and one of them is to work on Brewster Gardens again this year. Brewster Gardens 2022 was awesome. It was the holiday lights down in Brewster Gardens, if anybody got to walk through there. And then our second goal is to work on lighting in the downtown area, just improving lighting. So we already have the town working on installing lights leading up by Town Hall to the parking deck. And that was something that we suggested because we said that a lot of our employees didn't feel safe walking up there at night, back to their cars. So now there's gonna be 4 more lights from Eversource along that way. Our third goal is beautification. It's to improve the Downtown Waterfront District area, have cleaner streets, more garbage cans, dog waste stations, as well as a giant Adirondack chair for tourists to take photos in when they're visiting Plymouth.
A lot of people have seen them all over. They're in Provincetown, they're in Newport, they're even in Mashpee Commons. Any kind of tourist destination seems to have them now, and they're great photo ops. So when we saw them, we thought, oh my gosh, that would be such a great idea if Plymouth had a giant Adirondack chair. Tourists and locals too, hopefully, would come in, take pictures of their friends and family in the chair, hashtag Plymouth Mass, hashtag America's Hometown, and really just kind of try to elevate Plymouth as a destination for a day trip, a weekend trip, that sort of thing.
We've had an awesome response from the town, actually. Lee Hartman from Planning and Development tends to sit in at all our meetings. Derek Brindisi's been into a couple meetings. So we've had some pretty good buy-in from the town. They've been receptive to what we're trying to do, and they've even been very helpful in pointing us in the right direction as to how to accomplish some of the goals that we're trying to accomplish. So it's been a really good working relationship with them so far.
Without them, we couldn't have gotten half of what we accomplished. We've also worked with the Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce and See Plymouth. They've been super supportive. Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce has been our fiscal agent to get us on our feet. And Stephen Cole in the Plymouth Foundation has been amazing. They've given us seed money to start some of these programs. Yeah, we had no idea what we were in for, but it's been very rewarding.
So some of the ways we're trying to improve the experience of coming downtown is to have more businesses open a little bit later. That's a big part of, trying to encourage businesses to be open a little bit longer in the summertime so it doesn't become kind of just restaurants only. Maybe we can have some more retail open a little bit later, as well as just trying to make it a more walkable, beautiful area.
The downtown area is 1 block away from the waterfront. And I think a lot of tourists come to look at the Mayflower, to look at the rock, and unfortunately there's not a lot of signage down there to let them know that there's a lot more attractions. There's shopping, there's dining, there's public restrooms. up in this area. So that's one of our goals for this year, is to work with the DPW, the Historic Commission, the town of Plymouth, and get better, more consistent, attractive signage down at the waterfront to let them know that we exist here up on Main Street. I think one of the biggest challenges that we have is the perception of lack of parking in Plymouth. Some people say we have a walking problem, we don't have a parking problem.
People driving around who have never been to Plymouth might not know that there's a parking lot right behind my building here when they come shopping. And they think, oh, I can't parallel park. Where am I gonna park around town? So communicating that better, having better signage and wayfinding around the town, I think would be very helpful for that.
We do have Desmond from Park Plymouth. He attends our meetings as well. So we're working with them. We redid the maps that instead of showing distances, now they show walking times. So you can say, okay, if you park at this lot, it's a 5-minute walk to get here, or a 3-minute walk instead of a half mile or 3/4 of a mile, because sometimes I think seeing it in minutes is easier for us to translate how close things are. In that sense. I know Park Plymouth has, worked on some rates and stuff for some of the other lots to help make parking a little more affordable and easier, but I think it's really working with them on almost a publicity campaign, and the conversation is, oh, parking, but I think how do we educate people that there are lots of lots that are very affordable, and pretty much there's a lot that's probably pretty close to anywhere you want to be in downtown Plymouth.
We've already made huge changes for the town. I think we've already made a lot of changes for people that they can see in their day-to-day life.
I think it's going to continue to grow. I mean, downtown, you have Koji that's moving. They're opening up a second location. You have another tap room going in. You have a market going into the old Exchange building.
Plymouth has undergone a huge transformation in the past 5 years. We have some great restaurants now, and I think that Plymouth is getting to be known as a dining, a foodie destination, which people probably who lived here 10 years ago wouldn't believe me hearing that now.
It's been exciting coming here and being here and just watching it grow and evolve, just watching, groups like this one form that are really trying to help make Plymouth more.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button before you go. We'll see you next time.